Welcome to another production of Park TV 16 Sports. Tonight we are on location in Minnetonka, Minnesota, rather than St. Louis Park, bringing you Hopkins St. Louis Park girls varsity hockey, featuring the Royals of Hopkins St. Louis Park taking on North St. Paul Tartan. They've come all the way across the river. A little bit of a journey for North St. Paul Tartans. And they come in with an 8-16 record. St. Louis Park 7-15. My name is Robert Christensen. I'm glad you're with us at the Minnetonka Ice Arena. Both these teams obviously evenly matched with their schedules, 8-16, 7-15, and in their last 10, they have equal records actually. 4 wins for Tartan, 3 wins for St. Louis Park, but again, equal records, 8-16 Tartan, 7-15, and 2 St. Louis Park. Last time I watched them play doing a production here for Park TV 16 was back in November, I believe. Haven't seen them in a while, but who I'm always excited to see is Evelyn Oslin, the senior goaltender. I've been doing this for several years. I've seen her come all the way through, I think since she started maybe as a freshman. She's always exciting to watch on goal. There she is. She's got a 3.27 goals against average this season, but it's her senior year, as opposed to Nicole James, who's in goal for Tartan. She's got a 3.87. Real even match. Glad you're with us here on Park TV 16 Sports. We're about to begin, and rather than at the rec center, we're at the Minnetonka Ice Arena, because it is a combination of Hopkins, St. Louis Park, so it's good that they play some of their home games out here, more accessible to the families that live farther out west than St. Louis Park. Okay, underway again. Glad you're with us on Park TV 16 Sports. We've got 4 cameras, 2 in the corners for the best production in high school sports around. All right, now St. Louis Park in white and their royal blue control the face-off and move the puck into the Tartan zone. Just underway here, 18 minutes on the clock, period number 1. Now puck comes out to neutral ice, played by number 14. That is Leanna Hess, just a freshman. And the puck gets bounced back to mid-ice. That is played by number 6 for Tartan. That is Avery McClellan. Now Park, Hopkins, number 25 with it. That is Lindsay Schuchard as she skates in the zone, picked up by number 4, Lucy Johnson, the sophomore. Her centering pass intercepted by Tartan's number 5. That is Greta Kolchak-Klein, the junior. Now she picks it up, shot goes right across the goal crease. Played against the far boards, kept in by Tartan on the far corner. Nice job there by the defenseman for Tartan. And now St. Louis Park, Hopkins trying to break the puck out. Kept in by Tartan in the corner, now behind the net, skating after it is number 20. That is Ella Cothy, the freshman for St. Louis Park, as they still struggle to clear the zone. Tartan keeps it in, and now picked up by number 11. That is Ellie Volkers, the senior. Now try to get it out to the point, intercepted by Park Hopkins, and now Hopkins picks it up behind their net. Outlet pass to the near side to number 4, Lucy Johnson. Johnson centering pass and kept in by Tartan. Again, St. Louis Park now finally managed to get it to mid-ice, and taking a big whack at it was number 25 for Tartan, Haley Knobloch, the senior. Now Tartan with it in their dark uniforms at mid-ice. Now Luce, number 6, Lyndon Luce, shot it into the Tartan zone, and that drew a whistle due to icing, and that'll stop the clock with 14:53 remaining here in period number 1. We're at the Minnetonka Ice Arena, and there's one of our 2 corner cameras. Bring you great. I love those up-close shots. Can't stop talking about it. All right, now Tartan with it. Keeps it in at the point. Nicely done by number 5, Greta Kolchak-Klein, I should say. Now Tartan on the retreat in their own zone. That is Kolchak-Klein, the junior. She'll play it back behind her net as Tartan tries to break it out as the outlet pass misses the mark. Now batted back into the zone by number 18. That was Bella Bisbee, the sophomore for Hopkins Park as they now try to bring it back in the Tartan zone. No shots on goal here so far. First 3 minutes of play underway as we approach the 14-minute mark. That shot hard off the back glass. That was taken by number 18, Bisbee. And now Tartan breaks the puck out and they'll change on the dump. There'll be no icing on the call. They put just a little enough on it to avoid the icing. Now Bisbee shoots the puck down the boards all the way into the Tartan zone. No icing there either. Now intercepted almost by St. Louis Park Hopkins. Now they keep it at the corner. That's number 14, Leanna Hess, the freshman, and now intercepted by Tartan. And they've got a 2-on-1 break suddenly, and there is the save by Oslin. She lets the puck go. Rebound picked up by Hopkins Park, and now they're at mid-ice. Now they're breaking as the play starts to loosen up here. Hopkins Park into the offensive zone, taken right back away by Tartan's Ellie Volkers. Volkers, number 11, at mid-ice, right in at Oslin, and she makes a great save with the right pad. And I told you about Oslin. She's very skilled and very experienced, making a game-saving, or at least a goal-saving play here early in the first. Now Tartan throws the puck into the St. Louis Park Hopkins zone. That was number 23, Hedberg for Tartan. And now Tartan dominating a little bit more than St. Louis Park early on. Still no shots on goal, although they should count. Oh yeah, there are 2 shots on goal by Tartan. Hopkins with 0. Now they skated in the Tartan zone. Now into the corner, played by 23, Avery Shaw. Now a shot right on point, just misses wide left, and now a whistle, and it looks like a penalty may be coming up. Or not. Nope, doesn't look like. Here is that breakaway by number 11. Ellie Volkers comes right in, and Evelyn Oslin never disappoints. Now our other corner camera in the other zone, face off in the Tartan zone, a chance for Park Hopkins, looking for their first shot on goal in the evening as we're now approaching 12 minutes to go, period number 1. Tartan now comes out with the puck. Gets it to mid-ice, shot right back into the zone by Bryn Etzel, the senior for Hopkins St. Louis Park. Now here comes Tartan's number 7. That is Maddie McClellan. McClellan gets around the corner, and the puck gets poke-checked away nicely by St. Louis Park Hopkins. Now they have in the corner, outlet pass, cross wing, gets through, and a chance here for number 23, Avery Shaw. She gets there first, wrist shot right on net, save made by number 1, Nicole James, the senior goaltender. Now rebound out on the far side, and Hopkins Park manages to keep it in the zone, and now Tartan clears it. Great opportunity for Hopkins Park as they get their first shot on goal. Tartan has 2 so far as we're now under 11 and a half to go, period number 1. We're broadcasting from the Minnetonka Ice Arena. We're streaming live on YouTube. Glad you're with us. Now into the zone, turning on it. Lucy Johnson comes right in, goes to the backhand, tried to center it, deflected in front. Turning and shooting on it was Hazel Schenkelberg. She's got 13 goals on the year to go along with 4 assists. Her shot goes by the wayside. Now Tartan tries to break it out, and it's only intercepted by Bisbee, number 18 for Hopkins Park. Now here comes Bisbee, right in, wrist shot on net, and a save by number 1, Nicole James. No problem for the senior goaltenders. Both seniors at goal tonight, so I expect a low-scoring game. All that experience, and now a shot to Nicole James, right, her face-off, and here's Bisbee with the nice wrist shot. You wonder if she should have skated in a little more, but she had a wide open angle, and she took it. Nice save by James. Now here comes Tartan on the following face-off into the zone by number 5. That is Greta Colshaw-Klein. She's the junior for Tartan. Now St. Louis Park takes it away, and they clear the puck, and that's going to end up in an icing call as they miscue on that outlet pass. We'll stop the clock with 10:28 remaining. Period number 1. We're at the Minnetonka Ice Arena, and there is that Tartan team standing up, and look at the North Star type insignia. It looks like it's a red Origis. I'm a little bit colorblind, but I know that end. I grew up a North Stars fan all throughout. Shot a goal by number 5, Greta Colshaw-Klein off the face-off. It was just a wrist shot, kind of a nothing deal, and it deflected in and got by Evelyn Oslin. And just like that, there was a nice backhand pass by number 11 that set it up. And that wrist shot found its way, deflected in front, I think, by number 4, Emily Knobloch, the senior. I think she's going to get credit for the goal. And regardless, this is the replay at corner ice. Let's see what this tells us. Look at that nice backhand right there by Colshaw-Klein. That made the play. And then right in front, yeah, Emily Knobloch, number 4 in front, got the deflection. And a great wrist shot. Greta Colshaw-Klein puts Tartan up by 1. And we're now at 10 minutes to go, period number 1 from the Minnetonka Ice Arena. We're streaming live on YouTube. Now St. Louis Park. That is Leanna Hess, number 14, outlet pass. Tried to get it ahead to number 23, Avery Shaw. She almost got a chance at it there as the defense for Tartan overskated it. And now it's kept in by St. Louis Park. Shaw will skate off and change. Coming on for her was Lindsay Schuchard, and now here comes Tartan. Gets by on the far side on defense. Wrist shot, Oslin. Glove save, lost control of it. Rebound right in front and a chance for Tartan. And still another chance put on goal. Deflected in front. Now Hopkins Park, they've got a 3-on-1. Back the other way. That's what happens when you get in too close. The centering pass deflected by Tartan's defense. Nicely done by number 16. Oh, I don't have a name for her, unfortunately. Meanwhile, the puck back out to mid-ice, and Park Hopkins, number 20, gets there first. That is Ella Kothi, the freshman. Young team here for St. Louis Park. 8 wins on the year. Or 7, I should say. 8 wins for Tartan. That's why these teams are evenly matched and our score 1-0. And now it's going to be an icing call on Tartan as we look at our corner camera on that mini breakaway, the quick wrist shot. And Oslin with the save. Unable to hold on, but no harm, no foul there. So, no foul, no harm. All right, now face-off back in the Tartan zone following the icing call. 8:38 to go, fast-moving first period, no penalties so far. Now Tartan behind the net. Number 25 chasing it, that was Haley Knobloch. So we got more than one Knobloch, 2 of them. Haley is both seniors, Emily and Haley, for Tartan. Now St. Louis Park Hopkins back in their own zone. Tried to play it out, was number 6, Lyndon Luz. Now lost in front, and now a whistle from behind the net. And I think the net came off its mooring. It did. You can see the referee as we look at the Royals bench. They got cool uniforms. You got to love that Royal, I think that's what, red or maybe orange combination of St. Louis Park and Hopkins High School forming their varsity girls hockey team. And now Tartan face off in the Hopkins St. Louis Park zone. Controlled by Hopkins, St. Louis Park originally, but kept in along the boards there as Tartan able to mire it up there, and they do keep it in. Wrist shot on goal, or was on the way, but deflected by her skate with Sophia Kutla. Now behind the net, backhanding it around, number 7, that was Maddie McClellan. Now McClellan gets it back, centering pass at center ice. In the zone, and now deflected by number 34, Cameron Witham. Great defense by her as she relieves the pressure. Now back behind the net for Tartans. Number 5, Greta Colshaw-Klein. She goes down as she forwards the puck to mid-ice, and it's mired along the boards right at the center line. Schuchard in there for St. Louis Park. Still getting jostled around, and now Park comes away with it. Looking for some sort of momentum on offense here in the first period. Luz forwards it ahead to number 12. That is Schenkelberg. Schenkelberg right in front, and it looks like it hit a skate, deflects into the near corner. Now Tartan picks it up, tries to backhand it along the near boards to clear, and almost kept in on the far boards by number 16, Bryn Etzel, but Tartan breaks it out. Nice move on her own, blows by 2 defenders. Number 23 went to the backhand. That was Elena Hedberg, the senior forward. with a great individual effort, beat all defenders. Now the shot on goal prevents the icing call. Now approaching 6.5 minutes to go. Shots on goal favor Tartan 6-3. Now Hopkins Park, and they lose it back out to mid-ice, and going back to retrieve it will be number 18, Bella Bisbee. And she shoots it all the way in the Tartan zone, and no icing there. Apparently, no, none. Hopkins in the zone, fighting for it. There's our corner camera. A nice outlet pass to Tartan as they try to break it across the ice, and they miss the mark. It was intended for number 24, Lilana Martinson for Tartan. Now here comes Hopkins, St. Louis Park. That puck, the pass, intended for number 14, Leanna Hess. Really was almost on net. They still didn't count that as a shot on goal. And I think it was just off the mark now. St. Louis Park at mid-ice, played by 23, Avery Shaw. Tartan now back at mid-ice. Back and forth we go, pretty evenly matched. Most of the play happening at mid-ice as both teams trying to get some sort of offensive momentum. Obviously, Tartan with the 1-goal lead has the advantage, and now the puck makes it all the way back to the goaltender, Nicole James, the senior, and she decides to smother it. Here was that great individual effort by number 23, Elena Hedberg, as she got by 3 defenders right on the goaltender, and again, Evelyn Oslin makes that save. Face-off, meanwhile, on the other end. Controlled by Tartan behind the net, now at the far corner. That's Emily Knobloch, tries to clear it, kept in, deflected, now at mid-ice. And picking it up is number 12, that is Hazel Schenkelberg. Schenkelberg now with a head of steam, coming all the way around the net. She's looking to make something happen. You can just tell by the intensity of her skating and the pace there. And she'll take up space right in front of the net if they can try to get it there. There was a centering pass to her, and it was deflected nicely by number 20 for Tartan. That was Ellie Ravac, the freshman. Meanwhile, St. Louis Park keeping the pressure on. Shot from the point, deflected in front, now picked up by Tartan behind the net as they try to clear it. Kept in on the far boards by number 4, Lucy Johnson. Johnson now kept in at the point. Wrist shot as she went to her knees. She lost her edge. Was number 20 for Park Hopkins, Ella Cothi. Now here comes Tartan on the far end, and that's going to be shot in by Ellie Volkers, and she'll change on the play, and that'll give St. Louis Park Hopkins a chance to break it out. Already just 4:20 to go, period number 1. Outlet pass misses the mark, and that could be icing, and it's going to be icing on Park Hopkins. That stops the clock with 4:11 remaining, period number 1. And a chance to remind you, where you're watching ParkTV 16 Sports on location, and these are the folks that are actually on location right here at Minnetonka Ice Arena, right off Minnetonka Boulevard and 494. A beautiful facility. All right, now face-off in the Hopkins Park zone. Won by Hopkins Park, and they clear it out. That's number 21, Catherine Hedstrom. She comes in and gets deflected and turned back by number 7, Maddie McClellan for Tartan. Now the wrist shot by Luce from the point, and that got all the way through and forced Nicole James to make a right pad save there. The best opportunity for St. Louis Park. They are now at 5 shots on goal. Tartan has 6. They've almost evened that up. And now the puck gets all the way back to Evelyn Oslin with 3:40 to go. Picked up by number 6, Lyndon Luz, the senior. Luz now. And kept in right at the blue line in a quick wrist shot, but a whistle from way behind by the referee. And I don't know if that was a high stick signal or what the call was. He was way back. And they're going to bring the puck all the way back into the Tartan zone. And for the life of me, I don't know what the infraction was that caused that. What's that? Intentional offsides. Never heard of that call. Ever. My goodness. All right, I'll have to look that one up when I get home. All right, now Tartan with it, number 25. That is Haley Knobloch. Intentional offsides. Interesting. Okay. Now St. Louis Park right in front with the backhand was number 23, Avery Shaw, the senior. And now Nicole James starting to get the pressure here, especially on this replay right here. Centering pass coming right in, going to the backhand, but Joyce was right James, I should say, was right in the position she needed to be to make that save. As we are now almost at 3 minutes to go, period number 1. St. Louis Park Hopkins picking it up on offense. There's Shaw, nice pass in the slot, and that shot got by James, I should say. And I don't think she saw it for a minute there as it went in the corner. Now the puck, meanwhile, back at mid-ice, gets shot back into the Hopkins St. Louis Park zone. Now picked up by number 19. That is Lainey Hartley, the freshman. A lot of ninth graders out there on both teams. It feels like Tartan might be a little bit more experienced in terms of senior and upperclassmen. It feels like there's a few more freshmen on the Hopkins St. Louis Park team, but these teams are evenly matched. 1 goal separates them, and 1 shot on goal separates them. 7-6 for Tartan. Now, here comes Johnson as she had a chance there, but good poke check by number 17, Kaylee Sachs. Just a 7th grader out there for Tartan. Think about that. All right, now here comes on the far side, junior Ellie Volkers. She's got some talent, centering pass in front, tried to get it to the backhand for Tartan's number 2. And now the save by Oslin stops the clock with 1:49 to go. I don't have a namer. Was that a goal there? I was looking away, and it looks like it might have been. Just as I was looking for the name for number 2, which I don't have any on my written materials. And look at right there. Johnny on the spot. I can't read her number. I think it's number 3 though. But I don't have a name for her either. So, but nice goal by number 3. Here we go. Here's how that played out. So the shot was deflected, but Oslin really didn't see it and was unable to corral the rebound. And Lily Wold with the goal. Well, she's number 9, so that was not number 3 on the back of her jersey. I have her name. That's Lily Wold, the senior forward. Goal number 2. Now St. Louis Park, as we're back to live action on ParkTV 16 Sports. Bisbee picks it up and able to get it across, but it's going to be an offsides as the linesman was right there, and that's what I thought it would be as number 21 got over the line just ahead of the puck. Casey Hedstrom, and now a face-off just outside the blue line with 1:13 remaining. Park Hopkins looking to get their first goal here late in the period number 1. They're down 2-0 at home. Now the puck back into their zone. Tartan poking at it there with 1 minute remaining in the period from the Minnetonka Ice Arena. Now coming away with it for Tartan's number 23, Hedberg, and it gets deflected back out to neutral ice. Only to be corralled by Tartan. Now intercepted by number 16, Bryn Etzel. Bretzel couldn't quite take it cleanly enough. It allowed those Tartan defenders to get back. They've got some quick skating speed out there. And a near opportunity for Etzel. Now back in front, and the backhand is deflected. Tartan plays really good defense, and they have a little bit more team speed. At least that's what it feels like so far here, which might explain their 2-0 lead. Nice outlet, and now a trip. No call at all there. She may have slipped on her own, which is probably what the referees thought, but boy, that looked like a trip. But looks can be deceiving. Now, look at that, little words being spoken back and forth, little frustration right here. Let's see. Yeah, she lost her own footing. Good, no call by the referees there. Life isn't always how it looks at first glance, is it? All right, now, face off. In the St. Louis Park Tartan zone, 12.6 on the clock, controlled by St. Louis Park. I'm sure they'll just try to wind out the clock here, and they do clear it. And they're going to wave off icing with the positioning of those players with 1 second remaining. And they're, oh, right in front of it. Chance for St. Louis Park's number 12, Schenkelberg. Almost an opportunity to score there, but the buzzer sounded too quickly. And after 1 period of play, our score from Minnetonka Ice Arena, 2-0. Tartan, you're watching ParkTV 16 Sports. Glad you're with us.
There's a place to share gossip about the office party fun, and a place to share the story you tell everyone. There's a place to share a laugh about when things went wrong, and a place to share the video of you dancing to your song. There's a place to share spare change, lunch, and your time. But we could all be better at sharing how we're feeling inside. 76% of employees have struggled with at least one issue that affected their mental health. When you share, you're not alone.
Back to ParkTV 16 Sports on location. We are at Minnetonka Ice Arena, bringing you non-conference girls hockey. Hopkins, St. Louis Park at home, one of their two home arenas, the Rec Center in St. Louis Park, and of course Minnetonka Ice Arena, which is a beautiful facility. You can just see there in our view. But there's our score after one period complete. Tartan coming in with an 8-16-0 record. And St. Louis Park with a 7-15-2 record. Tartan got 2 goals in period number 1. There is their goaltender number 1. Joyce Nichols, and Nicole James, I should say. And she had a nice period there, shutting out St. Louis Park. They got 6 shots on goal. Tartan had 10 and 2 got through. So here comes Hopkins, St. Louis Park for period number 2. They'll be going right to left in their white and royal blue uniforms, and let's see if they can make an inroad into this Tartan lead. Both teams evenly matched with their records. 8 wins for Tartan, 7 for St. Louis Park. Okay, we're underway, period number 2. You're watching ParkTV 16 Sports. We are streaming live on YouTube, and Tartan wins the initial face-off, now played into the zone by number 5 for Tartan. That was Greta Kulshaw-Klein. She is one of their top players for Tartan. Now puck into the corner, picked up by St. Louis Park and intercepted by Tartan as they keep the pressure on in the Park zone. Wrist shot taken by number 17 for Tartan. That was Carly Sachs, just the not the freshman, the 7th grader. There's no other term for a freshman other than or for a 7th grader. They're 7th graders. Very impressive to see a 7th grader out playing varsity sports at any level in any sport. Now here comes Tartan as they retrieve the puck into their own zone, and they are really dominating here overall so far. Not just on the scoreboard, now in the back corner, picked up by number 6, that's Lyndon Luz. Now Tartan's number 4 comes away with it, Emily Knobloch, as Tartan keeps the pressure in. Now centering pass intended for number 4, Knobloch. She couldn't corral it. Now St. Louis Park does clear the puck finally at neutral ice was number 25, Lindsay Schuchard. And now advanced again by number 6, Lyndon Luz, into the corner now. First offensive foray for Hopkins. St. Louis Park centering pass deflected in front. Wrist shot taken by number 12, Hazel Schenkelberg, and that goes hard into the near corner. Rebounds all the way back out into the Hopkins St. Louis Park zone. Now turning on it in her own zone is number 20, Coffey. And now the puck is stopped at the mid-ice along the boards. Comes loose to number 20, Ella Kothke. Kothke, number 20, tries to skate around the Tartan defender, but it's poke checked away, and Luz has to retrieve it back in their own corner. Now it goes out to mid-ice, and it's intercepted and taken back away by number 18. That is Gabby Fleming, the fresh sophomore for Tartan. No score here in the second period overall. Tartan leading 2-0. We're under 15 to go, period number 2. Now behind the net, played by number 24, Hopkins, Ella Kothke, and she does manage to get it out. Now picked up by number 15. That is Rowan Jansen. Jansen had a head of steam, but Tartan, they've got great team speed, don't they? They recover quickly. It felt like Rowan Jansen had a breakaway. Now here comes Tartan with a 2-on-1, 2-on-2, 3-on-2 coming right in. And the save by Oslin. Kick save with that right pad. Deflection comes out to the point, kept in, and now taken back out by number 23, Avery Shaw. She'll backhand it and change on the fly. Getting back there quickly for Tartan, number 8, Catherine McKinnon. Now she'll play it along the near boards into the St. Louis Park zone. No offsides. Now coming right in and just losing it off her stick with number 11, Ellie Volkers. She's got some explosive speed out there for Tartan. A dangerous player, to be sure. Now puck shot into the Hopkins Park zone by number 8. That was, again, Caitlin Hackman. Now St. Louis Park able to play it back out to number 25. That was Schuchard. She'll play it along into the Tartan zone. Schuchard putting on the 4 pressure there. Now intercepted by number 10, DiGiulio. DiGiulio plays it behind the net. Tartan gets there first. Now turning on it is number 21 for Hopkins Park. That was Katie Hedstrom. Now Tartan comes away with it. Nice outlet pass at mid-ice. Connects to number 4, Emily Knobloch. Taken right back away by St. Louis Park. Knobloch skates her off possession. Now it's played back into the corner. Getting there is Kolsha Klein, number 11, excuse me. That is Ella Volkers. Now taken away by St. Louis Park's number 21. A nice steal by Hellstrom. Now played into the zone. Tartan picks it up. 12 and a half minutes to go, period number 2. No score in the second period. Now Tartan's number 5 spins around. That's Greta Kolsha Klein. And she'll break it out to the near boards. Tried to keep it in, and they do successfully. It's number 14, Leanna Hess, the freshman. Hess now, and Schuchard goes down. Lost her skate footing there. And now back out to mid-ice. Only to be picked up by number 4 for Minnetonka, Lucy Johnson. And now here comes Tartan's number 11, Volkers. She's got that speed, folks. Number 11 for Tartan. Very dangerous, in my opinion. Now played behind the net, number 6, Aliyah McClellan, and a wrist shot from Volkers from a tough angle. Now the rebound comes out on the stick of number 12 for Hopkins Park. That is Hazel Schenkelberg, an 8th grader. Schenkelberg comes in, centering pass right in front. I thought it got on the stick of Lucy Johnson, and that brought some moans from the crowd as they thought that was an almost sure goal, and a great opportunity goes by the wayside for Hopkins St. Louis Park. Now puck out, and can't keep it in, is number 20 for Hopkins Park, Ellie Kothke, and it comes all the way back down, and they'll have to regroup. But a great opportunity there for St. Louis Park Hopkins, now taken away right there on the corner camera, and a 2-on-1, and the cross pass to number 4, Emily Knobloch, and she was not in a position to take a shot. Now that slap shot by Caitlin Hackman is the senior for Tartan. Puck loose now in the St. Louis Park zone. Now it comes out, and it's on the stick of number 15, Rowan Jansen. Jansen cross to Avery Shaw, and her shot is the pad save by James. Great action here now again in front. Centering pass almost. Now coming right in front. Wrist shot gets deflected by James. 2 big saves by Tartan. Puck still pressure on by St. Louis Park Hopkins. Now Tartan tries to break the zone. Kept in, and finally that's going to be an icing call on Tartan. And that'll stop the clock with 10:25 to go, but not before I say this was the best offensive effort so far this game. And look at number 17 for Tartan coming over with the defense. Kaylee Sachs, the 7th grader, saving the day. Meanwhile, the pressure stayed on as Avery Shaw turned, and took the wrist shot and got deflected in front and down on the ice. Paying the price was Adrian DiGiulio, but play back underway with 10:19 to go. Tartan trying to clear the puck. St. Louis Park Hopkins looking to narrow the deficit to 1, and nice play. And there's going to be a penalty coming up on number 11, Katie Geyser, the junior. She's going to get, I'm not even sure what the call's going to be here. Judge for yourself. Right there, I don't know. What are they going to call that? Interference? Maybe. We'll see, I guess. I don't know. It just seemed like they were just, I don't know, playing each other. I don't know. Let's see what the official call is. First power play of the night, by the way, goes in Tartan's favor. They got a 2-goal lead. Here's the call. Nice save there by, meanwhile, 2 minutes for interference. Paul Broden, our producer, that's what he called it, and that's what it was. Look at the save by Oslin. reminds me of Marc-Andre Fleury out there with her style. Never boring watching Evelyn Oslin in nets. All right, now play back underway. Tartan with 1.5 minutes to go in the player advantage. They lead 2-0, 9:36 to go. And now they skated in pretty much unscathed. Now puck moves around to number 8, that is Hackman. She plays it into the corner, intended for number 9, Lily Wold, the senior. Now Tartan with a 2-goal lead and a player advantage, 1:11 to go in the player advantage. That shot deflected into the corner, picked up by Tartan, and they bring it out to the point. Now to number 8 again. Hackman, her shot gets behind the net. Played right back out to number 9. That is Wold. Back to Hackman. Hackman tried to center it. Nice defense at the forefront there by number 21, Casey Hellstrom, the sophomore. Able to deflect that puck back all the way into the Tartan zone. 40 seconds remaining in the player advantage. 14 shots for Tartan as opposed to 8 for Hopkins St. Louis Park. Now into the offensive zone is number 11, Ellie Volker. She centered it at the top of the key. That shot deflects behind the net. Now to the near board. St. Louis Park clears it well. 16 seconds remaining. Maybe time for one more rush for Tartan. 9 seconds remaining in the player advantage, and a nice job by Schenkelberg as she does deflect that. Time running down, and now both teams at full strength right now. And coming out of the penalty box was number 11, Geyser, as she took the bench. And now both teams are at full strength. Coming into the zone for St. Louis Park is Hazel Schenkelberg. Schenkelberg still with it behind the net. Still trying to chase it as she lost control of it momentarily, but kept in at the point nicely by number 6, Lyndon Luz. She still poked at it, and I don't know if it got in her sweater. I think it did. I've never seen that. And it got in Schenkelberg. It got down to the front of her sweater there, as they call hockey uniforms, I believe, the sweater. As we look at the Tartan bench. And that brings a face-off just outside the blue line and controlled momentarily by Tartan, now taken right back away by Rowan Jansen, number 15. Jansen now at mid-ice, able to keep control of the puck, and now she'll wrist shot it into the zone and chase it. Getting there first for Tartan is Greta Kolchak-Klein. And they, what are her initials, I should call her? GCK. Now back into the Hopkins St. Louis Park zone, getting there first, number 19, Lainey Hartley, the freshman. 7:08, no scoring here in the second period as we are getting near approaching the end with 7 to go. 18-minute periods. They play in girls high school hockey here in Minnesota. And now at mid-ice, played by Shaw, and ahead to number 10. Here comes DiGiulio right in, and they close the angle. She did get the shot up. Puck still loose in front. James doesn't know where it is, and there's going to be a whistle with pushing and shoving. And a chance there for the Hopkins Park. Right there, the puck got loose, and look at how fast Tartan closed the gap right there. Number 23 skating over was Elena Hedberg, and then the puck was loose in front. And now back to our corner camera with 6:41 to go, period number 2. Tartan clinging to their 2-goal lead. Now they break out with the puck. Both teams at full strength. That is Volkers, number 11. She maintains control of the puck. She did a little pirouette now into the corner. St. Louis Park trying to take it away in there, hassling her is Liama Hess. Now our corner camera shows Tartan keeping the pressure on some more. Now behind the net, taken back by number 12, Hazel Schenkelberg, the 8th grader. Now she manages to get it out to neutral ice. Nice poke pass ahead along the board, centering pass, and 2 Tartan players in a St. Louis Park right in front, and somehow it ended up in a pad save by Jones, and now the rebound by number 12, Schenkelberg, and she hacked at it a couple times, and another save by James brings the whistle and stops the clock with 5:57 to go, and it's starting to heat up here on offense as we look at Schenkelberg with her jersey all mussed up. There was the replay and the backhand, and then Fighting for Schenkelberg along on the play was number 25, Lindsay Schuchard, and now a face-off. And you got to think Hopkins Park might be starting to feel some momentum. They certainly are playing with a lot of confidence despite being down 2-0. Now 5:48 to go in period number 2. Park keeping the pressure on now. Get the impression they would love to get a goal here, at least one before the break, coming up in 5.5 minutes or thereabouts. Now they lose it on their own zone. A nice recovery by number 14, Leanna Hess, the freshman. And St. Louis Park can't quite clear the zone. It was on the blue line, but didn't quite clear it. Now they do, and they're gonna call icing. And that will stop the clock. 5:18 remaining from the Minnetonka Ice Arena. And that brings me the chance to remind you, you are watching ParkTV 16 Sports as we look at Tartan's uniforms. I was just noticing they got a nice color there along the shoulders. And of course, I love that N. That must stand for North St. Paul, and then the T for Tartan. Obviously, they're a combined team. And now, getting some medical attention on that right wrist. That was number 34, Cameron Witham. And now play back underway. Centering pass attempted by Rowan Jansen. Jansen maintains the middle of that ice, and now Tartan comes away with it. They try to clear the puck in their own zone, but kept in. It goes off Rowan Jansen's skates, and now it manages it to mid-ice. Hartley tried to get there. Now it comes all the way back. They wave off icing. Getting there first is number 11 for Park, is Katie Geiser. Now Tartan puts on their forecheck with 4:40 to go, period number 2. Avery Shaw backhands it out to mid-ice. Tried to get it to Rowan Jansen, but it was a little late. Now gets shot right back in behind the net. Outlet pass kept in by number 18 for Tartan, Gabby Fleming. And Tartan now putting on a little pressure. Now picked up by St. Louis Park Hopkins, Schenkelberg. And she'll skate off as they'll change on the fly with that dump and chase. And now the outlet pass all the way, and that could be an icing call, and it will be this time against Tartan, and that will stop the clock with 4:09 as we continue to look at Witham receiving some treatment. Looks like with that right hand, she's talking it over with the bench personnel. Meanwhile, our corner camera brings you the face-off in the Tartan zone with 4:08 to go. Our score remains 2-0, which is what it was after one period of play. And a quick whistle. And a save there. That's Nicole James, the senior goaltender, having a great night so far. Facing 12 shots and turning away 12 shots. Now face-off, controlled by Hopkins Park. They try to keep pressure on. Now Tartan comes away with it, and they tried to clear the puck high off the boards, but it ended up in the Hopkins Park bench. That should bring a face-off back into their zone in the circle to the left of Nicole James as we look at the bench of Park Hopkins, head coach. And there's some fans concerned, looking for a goal to score for here as their team, with 12 shots on goal, still yet to find the back of the twine, as they say in the hockey goal. Now, just as she slipped, almost fortuitous, that was Sophia Cotilla, almost got the puck on her stick. And it did allow St. Louis Park to keep the pressure on as they continue to do that with 3:24 to go. Now here comes Rowan Jansen right in front, and a chance. No, that was number 17, excuse me, Sophia Cotilla. Point blank range on Nicole James, couldn't find the opening to get their first goal, and now the clock is going to get cleared all the way back down, and that'll bring a second consecutive icing call. Right here was Cotilla, point blank range. I would have gone upper right-hand corner as we saw the goaltender, but when you are trying to make snap decisions, easier said than done. But a great opportunity there for Cotilla. And St. Louis Park Hopkins, the face-off to James's right, controlled by St. Louis Park. In the zone now, Avery Shaw turns on it, a nice shot, rebound in front, and a great opportunity, and another save by Nicole James. Puck loose behind the net, picked up by number 8 for Tartan. That is Hackman, and now she gets it out to mid-ice, only be intercepted. Shaw backhands it ahead to number 10, That is DiGiulio, and her cross pass to Rowan Jansen just eludes her stick as she was outstretched. Now centering pass, and the shot as she was going down DiGiulio. DiGiulio and Jansen buzzing that goal. 2:34 to go. St. Louis Park poke checked away nicely by Tartan's number 8, Caitlin Hackman, as she stops the pressure. No icing on the call. Now Hackman all the way down to the other end. Saves the day because you could feel the momentum building for St. Louis Park as they had 2 golden opportunities go by the wayside. Great defense by Tartan to finally clear the zone. Now they're on offense in their own right. That is number 23, Elena Hedberg with it. She gets it to the point. That's number 10, Ashlyn Hackman. Now from the top of the circle, the wrist shot taken by number 5, Greta Kulsha-Klein, and she was hoping on that one. You can see by her body language, as this will bring us back to the replay. Look at the way Shaw and her skating right there, and then the rebound and another great defensive play by number 8 again. Caitlin Hackman saving the day for Tartan late in the second period, preventing Hopkins Park from getting their first goal of the night. Now the puck in their own zone into the corner, chased by 14, Leanna Hess. She tries to clear the zone, kept in by Tartan. Centering pass goes by the wayside. Now a shot from the top of the circle. That gets deflected into the corner. St. Louis Park tries to break it out, and they do. Nice pass to Shugart, and she's got a mini breakaway. Coming in and loses control. And again, the team speed by Tartan's number 18, Gabby Fleming, just got back in time to disrupt that opportunity. But another great chance for St. Louis Park Hopkins. They're only down now. Oh, and now a misplay in her own zone and a turnover. And St. Louis Park recovers nicely, and now it ends up with a 3-on-2 if they can play it right. They'll dump it in and chase, and it ends up right on goal. And goaltender Nicole James, that senior experience with 1:01 to go. Here was this mini breakaway, and she just lost. But you can't discount the pressure that was put on by number 18, Gabby Fleming, coming over to close that gap. Just in the nick of time, that team speed. Oh, there's the referee, number 7, lost her stick. That was Maddie McClellan, the junior. And now she's gonna come in and draw and play the draw. Interesting tactic there to get the change. Now 1 minute remaining, period number 1. After 2 goals in the first by Tartan, no scoring by either team here in period number 2, at least so far, with 50 seconds to go. Now Tartan breaks out. That's number 7, Maddie McClellan, into the corner. Lyndon Luz gets there for St. Louis Park. She'll try to play it around. 38 seconds remaining. Now here comes Hopkins Park's number 20, Ella Kothe. Kothe now still manages to get across onside, and the puck gets played into the corner. And St. Louis Park chases it. That's number 17, Sophia Catilla, for St. Louis Park. 19 seconds remaining. Park comes away with it and a chance. Cross rink pass. A little difficult to handle, but still manages to keep it in the zone. Now intercepted and cleared. Nicely done by number 6 for Tartan, Elena McClellan. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. That will stop that scoring opportunity and end period number 2. And our score after 2 is 2-0 Tartan. You are watching ParkTV 16 Sports. We're streaming live on YouTube. Come on back for period number 3.
While serving in Iraq, our vehicle was hit, and it was bad. Back home, I had to learn to live with the scars, both visible and invisible. Having someone on your side means everything.
DAV helps veterans like LaToya get the benefits they've earned. They help more than 1 million veterans every year.
My victory is overcoming my wounds so I can help other veterans.
Support more victories for veterans. Go to DAV.org.
Back to ParkTV 16 Sports on location. We are at the Minnetonka Ice Arena bringing you girls varsity hockey. North St. Paul Tartan coming in with an 8-16 record. St. Louis Park 7-15 and 2. Two really equally matched teams, but right now North St. Paul Tartan has a 2-goal lead on account of their 2 first period goals. but no scoring in the second period. And here we are about to begin period number 3 as Tartan will emerge from their bench in their dark uniforms, and St. Louis Park Hopkins in their beautiful royal blue-white. And there is their bench and their leadership, hoping to get a goal and get back in this. Sections coming up this weekend, I believe, for all girls high school hockey. So this game could, Park plays Edina this weekend already in the playoffs. So tonight they'd like to get some momentum. They played a lot better offensively in period number 2, and we're underway for period number 3. I'm Robert Christensen. You're watching ParkTV 16 Sports. We're streaming live on YouTube. And Evelyn Oslin and the Hopkins Royals will occupy the goal to our left, and Tartan has control early on here in period number 3, trying to add to their 2-goal lead. This next goal is going to be critical to the outcome. Oslin with a big save, rebound out in front, kept in by Tartan, wrist shot in front and a goal. I think they went to the glove side, and that puck was right out there for the taking, wasn't it, for North St. Paul's Tartan, as number 5 delivers the goods, and that was Greta Kalshaw Klein. I've been calling her name all night, GCK, and here's the corner camera to get that angle on it, and there was the wrist shot. Doesn't look like it was, oh, maybe it was deflected. Probably not, but I wasn't sure. It came in lower than I thought originally. So we'll listen to the PA announcer. Yep, Greta Kalshaw Klein's gonna get the goal. 36 seconds into period number 3, and it's a 3-goal lead for Tartan. And now St. Louis Park Hopkins has their work cut out for them. They have 15 shots on net through 2 full periods of play. But the most important stat, that goal differential, 3-0, is a big one. It goes without saying St. Louis Park Hopkins cannot give up any more goals here. They need to get on the scoring column here, lickety split, to get back in this one. And let's see what they can do. They certainly were much better offensively in the second period as they were in the first. And now leading the way for St. Louis Park is number 4, Lucy Johnson, as she brings it in. And Tartan takes it right back out to neutral ice, and they're gonna get an icing call and a break for Hopkins Park, as they'll bring the puck all the way back into the Tartan zone, and that'll bring a face-off and a chance for Hopkins Park and a scoring opportunity as we get a good look at that dark uniform with those nice colors along the shoulders. And that was number 4 for Tartan, Emily Knobloch. The face-off to Nicole James is right in front, and a chance. No one home there for St. Louis Park. And the puck deflects all the way back out into their home zone. And they'll pick it up, and now here comes Bisbee, brings it across the line on the near side. And behind her is number 21 for Hopkins Park. That is Kate Hellstrom, I should say. Now Tartan breaks it out to neutral ice. Under 15 to go in regulation, and the shot taken and deflected was by number 7, Maddie McClellan. Now Bisbee comes away with it, and she'll bring it behind her net. And Hopkins will now try to come out of their zone. As they do, Bisbee able to do that, gets by the defender, skates in all by herself over the blue line, then loses it momentarily as the rest of her team was changing on the fly. Now outlet pass to the near side. Tartan tries to clear it. Kept in, though, by St. Louis Park, and now coming away with it is number 11, Ellie Volkers. She's got speed, as I've been saying, a nice glove save by Evelyn Oslin, number 30. The senior, I just spoke to her father, had a nice conversation. She's going to be going to Mankato State next year. And it's been a pleasure watching Evelyn Oslin. I'll be sad to see her go, and I wish her all the best, as I do all the players for St. Louis Park Hopkins. Now right in front, and a wrist shot, and it just goes by the crease. And a great scoring opportunity for Tartan goes by the wayside. Now here comes Hopkins Park along the near boards. Now at mid-ice is Rowan Jansen. On her left, she's got number 14, Leanna Hess. Now Jansen loses control, centering pass, nicely gets it to Avery Shaw. Now the wrist shot taken by number 10, DeJulio. As the big hitters out there for Hopkins Park, but now back into the St. Louis Park zone, and a nice right pad save by Evelyn Oslin. Now on the corner. Tartan tried to get it, but coming away with this, Rowan Jansen. She's got grit out there, doesn't she? Now kept in nicely by number 8. That's Catherine Hackman. She's played well tonight for Tartan. Now outlet pass kept in at the blue line by Haley Knobloch. As Tartan continues to keep the pressure on. Now to the near side, number 25, Haley Knobloch, and the shot. And the save by Evelyn Oslin, that left-handed glove save. She was in perfect position and eyed that in, and that was going for that post there. Nice save. You wonder sometimes as a goaltender whether you should let it go or not, but she wisely pulled that in as she stretched to her left to bring that puck in to make that save. She has faced 24 shots tonight, saving 22 as opposed to Hopkins Park. There's a right in front, and there's nothing Oslin could do on that one. A beautiful pass to number 9, Lily Wold, right here. The rebound, now number 4, Emily Knobloch, and a beautiful backhanded pass right on the stick of Lily Wold, and she deposits it to a wide open net, and it's 4-0 Tartan. Here's that replay again. Look at that. It went off the skate, but nevertheless, it was a great backhand, and she went top shelf, didn't she? Number 9, Lily Wold, almost overshot the crossbar from that tight angle, but she did manage to get it in, and it's 4-0, and now Tartan right away back on offense again in front, and Oslin hangs in there. With all the pressure, she just maintained her composure and just let the play take care of itself, and she just maintained that great position. There, that puck now goes over her left glove, now right in front, and she deflects that behind the net. 27 shots suddenly as Tartan's really starting to pour it on here in period number 3, 12-13 remaining. Now finally, St. Louis Park breaks it out of their own zone with number 12 skating in into the neutral zone, Hazel Schenkelberg, and then into the Tartan zone. And offsides, the preliminary call, and they'll wave that off as Tartan takes possession with number 5 with it, Greta Kulshaw-Klein. Now Klein coming in across the line with plenty of ice. It's 1-on-4, however. Now she gets another teammate as they change on the fly. Now centering pass deflected by St. Louis Parks, and now Shukar, 25, gets poked off her stick, and now it's loose, and it looks like Bisbee gets it there first along the near boards, now to be taken away by number 23, Elena Hedberg. And down goes a Tartan player. As I was just looking away, I didn't see what caused it, but she got up. That was number 24, Leilana Martinson, and she appears to be okay. Now St. Louis Park back at neutral ice. We'll have to regroup with number 14, Leanna Hess, the freshman, and now she gives up the puck, and that is Volkers. Pad save again by Oslin. That's number 28, a shot she's faced. Definitely getting her work in tonight. Now here comes St. Louis Park's number 14, Leanna Hess, and she loses control, and now it's back in, and Oslin poke checks it with her stick near side, right in front, and a pad save, another left-hand pad save, and another save. Look at the flexibility on Oslin as she maintains her composure with that barrage. Another one right on, and it gets over her left shoulder and in the net. Oh my goodness. You'll never see a goal like that, will you? And Tartan now up 5-0 as they are pouring it on. And just the overall momentum of their offense is just too much here. There's only so much Evelyn Oslin can do as she makes that save with the glove. Kick there, pad save, another pad save, a third pad save, clearing. And they can't clear it well enough, and that's gonna be problems for any defensive goaltender, and then it just popped up over her left shoulder. What are you gonna do? Sometimes the puck just does not go your way, as in life, and that causes a timeout. Again, look at this magnificent effort by Oslin. First shot. Oh, that was the last one. That came in at such an angle, right over her shoulder, that it was almost in her blind spot there, almost as if you're driving a car, you know, you got a blind spot, and it's almost too narrow for your peripheral vision to pick it up. All right, let's look at the Lake Conference standings here. There's Edina, 8-1. Up top, Minnetonka, 8-1. North Wright County, is that Buffalo? I'm not sure, maybe. Eden Prairie, 4-5. Wayzata, 2-6. Buffalo, 1-6, and 1-1 in the conference, but 7-15 overall. But up top the standings, look at Minnetonka, they're overall 22-2, and Edina 18-6. Those are the heavyweights in the Lake Conference this year, with sections coming up this weekend. St. Louis Park is going to play Edina, probably at the Parade Ice Gardens. Unfortunately, we won't be there to bring you any of those matches this year around. Hopefully that'll change in the future. Meanwhile, the timeout continues. And St. Louis Park, Hopkins down 5-0 with 10:31 to go here. And this is, I think, their last home game. Nope, they got at Edina on, that's a section game at Braemar. Okay, that's where it's gonna be. So this is their last regular season game of the year. So for the seniors on the team, it's going to be semi-sweet, isn't it? To the seniors, great careers here at Hopkins St. Louis Park. Lots to look forward to when you graduate from high school. All right, now face-off, 10:31 to go. Controlled by St. Louis Park. Let's see if that timeout has any positive impact on the offensive play, if they can get something on the board here. But right now, goaltender Nicole James, the senior for Tartan, still has the shutout going here midway, or as we approach midway through the third period. All right, now poke checked away, brought in is number 23, Avery Shaw. Shaw now into the corner. Gets it to the side, centering pass, and just eludes number 10, who was camped out in front, DiGiulio. So their number 1 line is out there, and DiGiulio appears to be hurt, although she's still skating around, but she looks hurt. I think she's gonna skate off, number 10, there she was. So she's shaken up just a little bit, as they used to say when I used to watch it. Well, I still watch NFL football, but shaken up. I'm not sure exactly what the issue was, but she clearly was suffering something, and she skated off. Looks like she should be okay. Meanwhile, Rowan Jansen in the offensive zone. Takes a whack at it from the far boards, gets deflected back out to the point. Wrist shot taken by number 20. That is Ellie Rayak, or excuse me, long roster, number 20, of course, Kothi. And now a shot on net, and Nicole James, number 1, will scoop that up for her 16th save of the night, and she's got the shutout going, and that might be the story tonight, even though she's only faced 16 shots. And there was the quick wrist shot by Bryn Etzel. Oh, yeah, I think so. Yeah, there was that replay. She just got shaken up. I think that was the right phrase. Yeah, she got hit by the puck. They have interfered with her wits there. She skated off to shake it off, of course. All right, now here comes Hopkins St. Louis Park, trying to get it in the Tartan zone, back out at neutral ice, and playing it for Hopkins Park is number 20 again is Kothi. And now St. Louis Park Hopkins into the Tartan zone with 8:30 to go, period number 3. Coming in, Lyndon Luz with the wrist shot. That's wide left off the backboards. Picked up by, I believe that's Schuchard. Schuchard with a nice nifty wrist shot, or backhanded shot. Tried to get it to Lucy Johnson, and now the puck finds its way to Nicole James, and she is able to smother that puck. A little tricky shot there as we look at Schuchard and Luz with the wrist shot. Traffic in front, deflected off number 12, and then the shin guard of number 18 for Tartan. And Nicole James able to follow that all the way in and make the save. That stops the clock with 8:11 and play back underway with a face-off to James's left, and it comes all the way out and splits the defense. They'll wave off icing, and getting there first for Hopkins Park is Katie Geiser, the junior. Now at mid-ice to the near side, number 21 is Casey Hellstrom, the sophomore. On the far boards, picked up by number 17, Sophia Catilla. Poking at it is number 11, Ellie Volkers for Tartan, and now it comes out, and number 11 with it is Geiser. Now back into St. Louis Park zone. Bisbee takes a tumble and a shot, and a nice right pad save by the great goaltender for St. Louis Park, Evelyn Oslin, and you can see how fast she is with her pads. My goodness. Really lightning fast goaltender there, Evelyn Oslin. Now caught Bisbee with it, 2-on-1 for St. Louis Park, and the shot right at James, and she deflects it, almost like self-preservation, was going right at her head, it felt like, and she just got both hands up to deflect it. Kind of self-preservation. Great opportunity for St. Louis Park, unable to capitalize, however. Now behind and back, racing with it is number 10, DiGiulio. She skates it into the Tartan zone as we're now 6.5 minutes to go in regulation. Centering pass in front, puck loose, now to the near side, picked up by number 14, that is Leanna Hess. And rink wide and kept in at the point nicely by number 16, Bryn Etzel. Now puck played in the corner. Tartan with it. Trying to clear the zone. Awful quiet here suddenly at Minnetonka Ice Arena. Puck still loose in the corner. Hopkins, St. Louis Park trying to get something out of there. They never blow the whistle. Those pucks are tried to be iced along the boards. I don't think they blow. Now a whistle from the far side by the referee, and I think we're gonna have a penalty. And it looks like Tartan's number 25 is getting escorted to the penalty box, and she is. Number 25 for Tartan is Haley Knobloch, the senior defenseman, and she'll have a seat. There wasn't much protest for her. Oh, 2 coincidental penalties. I saw that. Oh, there is our Park player. I didn't get a number, so maybe mutual roughing calls. So both teams will be skating with 5 skaters aside, including and not including the goaltender. So 6 apiece. Offsetting, a nice shot there by Bryn Etzel, and a save by Nicole James with the right pad. We'll wait for the public address announcer's announcement of the penalties. Just based on what I thought I might have seen, I think it's, here it is. Two minutes for roughing, that's what I thought. So offsetting minor penalties to both, so both teams skating with their full complement of players, just with those players in the penalty box for 2 minutes. It's not even on the board. And we're under 5 to go in regulation, and a 5-goal lead here for Tartan. And now they'll clear the puck all the way down, and that will result in an icing call with 4:46 to go. In the final game of the regular season, the playoffs begin, and life anew for Hopkins Park. They're gonna go against a formidable opponent on Saturday in Edina, but you know, that's why they play the games, and there's enough talent on this Hopkins Park team. If they can play their game, and Oslin can have a good night, an upset of Edina would be a sweet, sweet, sweet end of the season, maybe the beginning to the second season, the playoffs. But right now their focus is on Tartan with 4.5 to go, or just under. And now Tartan comes away with it. Nice outlet pass to Volkers, right on her stick as she skates it into the Hopkins zone, gets by the defenseman, and the centering pass goes right through the crease all the way to the boards at the point, kept in by Tartan. Now centering pass Puck now loose into the corner. Getting there first for Tartan, number 6, Alvia McClellan, and Oslin with another pad save. She's faced 33 shots tonight as opposed to 20 for Tartan. And another shot right on goal, and Oslin makes that save and smothers it. And that stops the clock with 3:47 to go. Here's that replay on the near boards. Number 11, Ellie Volkers. And the centering pass tried to get it, but it was a little late, intended for Evelyn McClellan, and it was late on the shot there. As McClellan got in a little too tight there to execute that play. Now 3:47 to go. Puck along the near boards. Hopkins Park breaks it out. Deflected, though, at mid-ice by Tartan's number 20, Ellie Reback. And Park now brings it in. I doubt they're going to pull Oslin with a 5-goal deficit. Add an extra skater. I'll keep an eye, though, just in case. Now right in front and a chance for number 14 on the doorstep, Leanna Hess. Couldn't quite get her stick on it. As Tartan now plays it into the corner, and there's 3:16 to go in regulation. And that is the question. Can St. Louis Park Hopkins break the shutout here? Now getting back in her own zone. Being chased was Lainey Hartley, the freshman, in a hard crash as 2 Tartan players end up with the worst of that collision. And they are both skating in pain as they go to the bench. That was number 14 and number 20. 14 being Gabby Martinson and number 20 being Ellie Reback, and a goal by St. Louis Park meanwhile. And they avoid the shutout, and it looks like Schuchard gets the goal. And that'll come with 2:45 to go. Let's look at the corner camera replay. Here comes Schuchard right in, gets by the defender with the stick handling, goes to the forehand side and beats Nicole James on the short side. And what a great individual effort by number 25, Lindsay Schuchard, the senior. Watch this suitable for framing highlight. Turn it around, and what a great feeling by Schuchard as a senior to score late in her final home game as a senior. And to avoid the shutout is also key. Schuchard, what a great individual effort. Love the stick handling, coming right in, getting the puck to her forehand, and then having the wherewithal to go short side. Most players would try to go to that far side, and she went short side and threaded the needle and beat James and beat the shutout. 5-1 our score with 2:14 to go. Puck now at neutral ice with number 17's Kaylee Sachs, the 7th grader. And she is number 7, isn't she? No, she's not. All right, now here comes St. Louis Park trying to clear the zone. They're down 4. They'd have to really pump in 4 quick ones here, but let's see what they can do. Number 14, Leanna Hess, tries to break it out to mid-ice, but it's poke checked away by Emily Knobloch, number 4 for Tartan. Now with it, number 23, Avery Shaw. She'll spin on it over to the far side to Rowan Jansen. Jansen scrapping away with it, and she gets it into the Tartan zone with 1:36 to go. Now Tartan comes back away with it. Their clearing attempt intercepted by Rowan Jansen. Jansen gets it taken away, and now the puck comes back into the Hopkins Park zone, and getting there first is number 20, Casey Hellstrom. Hellstrom now breaks out. She's got wide open ice as Tartan is getting caught on the change. She comes across the blue line, but there was an offsides preliminary call, and they gave up the possession, and now here comes Tartan with a 3-on-2, and there's Vollers, and she hit the post or the crossbar just over Oslin's glove. And now 1 minute remaining, play goes on, and now we have a whistle on the linesman on the near side, and an offsides will be the call. And watch this angle as we get it to Ellie Volkers. I've been mentioning her all night, and she hits the crossbar just underneath it too. Great camera angle by our videographers here at ParkTV 16 Sports. All right, now behind the net, St. Louis Park with 42 seconds, trying to add to their add to their goal score here. They got 1 on the board here late in the 3rd. Trying to add a second one. Good forecheck there by number 12 for Park, Hazel Schenkelberg. Now puck in front. Spinning on it, and a shot deflected into the near side. 21 seconds remaining. Park really putting the pressure on. Oslin still in the net. They didn't pull her. Now right in front. Backhand shot saved by James. Rebound to the near side. Hopkins Park still with it. Centering pass and deflected by Tartans all the way out and back into the St. Louis Park zone with 2 seconds, 1 second. And there is the final buzzer. And that will end the regular season for St. Louis Park Hopkins as they come up short tonight, 5-1. So for Paul Broden, our producer, and everyone connected with our production here at ParkTV 16 Sports, my name is Robert Christensen. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you again.